And we are live. Now to set the scene over to the game. There's a game, and where am I? There I am. Give me 1 second here. Alright. So, we can now begin. And we're in the second area, which is... where is it? The forest. Which I came here by accident a couple days ago. So we're now in a new area. A beehive. Oh, I can somehow loot it from the ground? Alright then. Oh. Wood Earth Elemental. Evil smelling flower. Let's see what they're weak against. Air. Luckily, I got one. Even though it's electric, it's still considered air for some reason. Don't have enough AP for that. Please spew out poison. Oh, nice. My guess is when someone is blessed, they convert the damage they're dealt into health or something. I don't know the effect of that. Weak to fire? Yep. Not much, but something. Alright, let's see about getting out of the poison. Right, that's 2. Do I have enough to attack? Yeah, I do. Let's collect all these. let's head to the first town to heal up.
Oh, there's my pepper. Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah.
Alright, now let's rest and heal up.
Ah.
Alright, now for Medora.
As good as a new penny.
There we are. Alright, now to fast travel back and see what other encounters we'll come across. That's not better than the staff I'm using. Probably should have sold some of this while I was in town. But there's another town just up ahead. So I can sell things there. Alright, so let's clear out this poison.
Fire it up! Soaking spray! Did someone leave an oven door open?
Let's make some healing potions. Potential combination, but needs more crafting ability. I was able to do it before. Oh. He had a point in crafting, but it must have been from a ring that I was wearing. Alright, who has crafting skills? Scarlet does. So let's have her make the potions. Oh, there they are. have that back. And wait until I level up again and invest a point in crafting.
Something isn't right here. It could be an ambush.
Let's wait for the cooldown to be done and clear out the poison over here. Okay, I'm not over encumbered, for the moment anyway. Oh, more evil flowers. And blood wasps. They're a new enemy.
The glow of victory!
I think that's the only fire spell that I have at the moment. I just noticed that Scarlet doesn't have armor for some reason. No clue when that happened. Oh, that's why. She got weakened. One. target it. Ah, who did that at the last minute? Oh, whatever, I'll just take that one down. Unless Garlic can get to this one.
Stand down or I put you down!
It's nice.
Maybe now you can learn something useful, like how to wash your underthings.
I'm not sure who talks when that happens. Oh, she's not reading anymore. So she can put her armor back on. There we are.
Magical blows!
Let's wheel that one.
Your grave opens to welcome you!
The end! For you!
Alright. And now to level up. Bring up my intelligence. Invest in crafting. And what else? Invest in ones just in case I come across the one that's better than what I have. Too bad there isn't a automatic level up for your teammates, at least one that I know of. Let's bring up the perception. Let's bring up the willpower too. Alright, now I can make the healing potions. Once I find the empty potion bottles, here they are. Here we are. Alright. Now, how many potions did I make with that? Only 3. Let's split that and give some to Wolruff and some to Dora. Not sure if eyes are used for something, but I'll pick them up anyways, just in case they're for something. Right, now let's save. And continue on our way.
In the name of the goddess, halt! Who goes there? In that case, you can rest easy, Hunter. There is no source to be found here, only the glory of the Immaculates. Why, it's Silverglen, of course. Once the abode of miners, now the abode of the faithful.
Give me 1 minute.
We have traded the search for silver for the pursuit of divinity. I'm sure this sounds strange in what is strange as is, but you must know that but a short while ago, a frightful sickness felled us by the dozen, until she who speaks for the goddess brought us a cure. She showed us how we may overcome the frailty and even the decrepitude of our mortal bodies. That is why we now live a life of devoutness and civility, so that we may become immaculate. But I suggest you talk to Father Loik if you want to learn more about the ways of the goddess. Be welcome, therefore, to Silverglen. Blessed be all Immaculates.
I think I have a
The
mission
Immaculates
that
here seem to be a
involves
friendly enough bunch.
Seem being the operative word. Let's remain vigilant.
I think I
I
have
wouldn't
a
trust these
side
centuries
mission
to guard a pig
that
pen.
involves this.
Keep alert, comrades.
Yeah, here we go. So we need to look for Marissa somewhere in town.
Welcome to Silverglen, home and hearth of Immaculates.
Oh, hey, it's him.
Source Hunter, you've made it into the hamlet of Silverglen, I see. Unnerving spot, don't you find? Leandra has fashioned herself a hero here, but the townsfolk don't seem to know the truth behind the conduit, though they call themselves Immaculates. They're thick as trout, if you ask me, and unnaturally obsessed with ancient teachings. I haven't seen Leandra here myself, but she must have put on quite a show of magical mastery to enthrall a crowd of shaggy miners, to have them hop on the bandwagon of a shadowy religion wholly alien to them. Haven't you heard them whisper of the blood? How their eyes shine when they discuss certain stellar stones? Star stones, of course, which drenched in blood become bloodstones and are used in healing rituals. Now, I can see how it could be a fantastic thing to nurse a dying human back to health, if all it takes is to sacrifice a toad. But I spy bloodlust in these people's eyes. A bloodlust that goes beyond the usual meaning of the word. They all act like they're following a benign goddess that will lead them to paradise. But I'll be a dappled Dalmatian if any of that is true. I've been shadowing the local priest, a man by the name of Loic. I have the feeling he knows more than most in Silverglen, for I've followed him in the night when he meets with cloaked strangers, and goblins even. Mangoth, Hyberheim. Of strange things I've heard him whisper. Yes, this priest has shady goings-on written all over that smug, holier-than-thou face of his. But we must start at the beginning, Source Hunter. The White Witch is still at large. If we want to get to the true heart of Leandra's doings, we must start with her sister. And she's far likelier to be in her cabin among the trees than here among Leandra's followers. The advantage of being a puss, my friend, is that one can pussyfoot. A white-haired wizard draws attention, but a cat can move about unnoticed and, indeed, unseen. Not that I'm not extra wary of these bloodsuckers, though. There's a conspicuous absence of pets in this eerie little town. The Immaculate's presence here is highly disconcerting. But we mustn't lose sight of our mission, Source Hunter. The White Witch resides somewhere in the wilds of the surrounding forest, and we must find her.
Oops. Let's see.
Welcome be, O seeking souls, to this holy house of Immaculates. I am Loic, enlightened one among Immaculates, spokesman for the holy conduit, as she is spokesman for the goddess herself. Hers is the blood.
Starting to get some Bloodborne vibes from this area.
Then it shall be my pleasure to answer them.
The blood of the lost
Let's
will
see.
flow!
So I'll just mine is in here. So we need to keep looking for what's her name? Marissa.
The world is not immaculate as yet, friend. Be wary. Be vigilant.
What news from the mines?
No news, sir. Goblins will slice us to ribbons if we approach the bridge.
Unacceptable. I want those goblins out of my mind by yesterday. Send another man. As many as it takes.
We haven't enough men among us to take on even a few of them, sir.
Are you deaf? I said I want those goblins out! Make it happen, even if you have to spear Drexis yourself.
This might be a little side quest I could get here.
My liege, I am at your disposal. I am Lawrence, the representative of the mining guild responsible for operations in Silver Glen. Please, valiant hunter, let us know how we can assist you. Please, your grace, I am completely at your disposal.
Doesn't really have much to sell.
Oh, I am no one special. Merely a humble servant of the guild and shepherd to the happy flock of miners within this settlement. My only cause for complaint, your grace, are these awful goblins. They're starving us out, refusing even a single honest miner his right to work. Perhaps my most upright highness, you might be able to help us with this little problem. You must forgive me if I become somewhat overcome when discussing it, my liege. To think how I've been betrayed. To think how the humble miners of Silver Glen suffer. I invited a tribe of goblins to assist us in clearing the tenebrium from our mine, you see. The leader of the troop, a satin-spitting Satan named Drexis, promised to clear the tenebrium and be gone. When the job was done, though, he and his band of totem-brained fiends refused to vacate. They've kept close guard of the bridges to the mine since, and they'll slice whoever dares approach them into ribbons. These goblins follow Drexis like lemmings, your grace, and if only I could undo the traitor, they'd slither back to the swamp they crawled from. Drexis's head on my mantle would save countless miners from a slow starvation, my liege. What's one goblin over countless disenfranchised workers?
Someone got a new side mission.
Make trouble where there ain't any, comrade. But in my years of hunting source, I learned that anyone so eager to climb into your lap after a moment's meeting is hiding something they hope you won't discover. I'm not saying this Lawrence character is involved in sorcery, but it wouldn't exactly surprise me a lick to find out he knows more than he's letting on. Warms my heart to picture him squirming about plain as day with 3 seasoned source hunters on his tail. Nowhere to hide his sniveling mug than at the bottom of a burlap sack.
Alright, so where is the mines? Guess I'll go to it when I find it.
They say the undead are immune to rot. I guess because they're already rotten.
Stay a while, darling. I just know I
I have a trait or a perk called Pet Pal, which allows me to talk to animals.
Come hither, sweetheart, or if I had a star for every kind of right in my hand, I don't see in my hand.
Hang on. Is this her? Nope. The search continues.
Tell me, sweetie, you have
Over
someone...
here.
Oh, you startled me. Let me compose myself. Hello, stranger. How can I help you? He's Will?
He ain't got an achievement.
But that means he's... Oh, no. Oh, not my cutie, broody buttercup.
Alright. Another side quest done.
Here you go.
Here's a shiny coin. Keep the change.
Now to search for the mines.
Darling. I just know I could take you on a wild ride if you let me.
Mine is probably out of town in this area here. Well, let's save first, just to be safe. And then head that way and see where it leads.
May the goddess guide you through the forest and keep you safe.
Maybe we'll come across a few goblins along the way.
Wait! Stop! Can it be? A source hunter? Oh, my fortune, my fate! I am saved! They're coming for me. They know I've escaped, and they won't stop until they've sliced me in two and corrupted my corpse with darkness. The cult, the dark heart of the Immaculates, the corrupted few who lead their trusting converts upon a path paved with source. Well, they won't stop until they've silenced me, and worse. I am Samid, once a humble miner, once a devoted Immaculate, now a refugee in flight from both religion and home. I once counted myself among their most faithful. Such a devotee to the Immaculate Way was I, that I rose swiftly through its ranks, became privy to each of the esoteric rituals of the Immaculate Method. But in time, I discovered too much. When I was granted access to Sacred Stone, the most protected Immaculate village, I watched with horror as our enlightened leaders unabashedly performed darkest source magic. I immediately reported this corruption to our highest priest, Lady Attenbearer. I'll never forget her laugh, mirthless and savage. She was one of them, a sorcerer. I escaped that terrible place as quickly as my feet could fly. And now, you must do what I cannot. You must end the darkness that has consumed the Immaculate Way, the source that corrupts it. To gain access to that nest of vipers, you'll have to become one of us. One of them, that is. Speak to Loic, the Immaculate Abbot of the village to the north. Silver Glen, it's called. He'll be only too eager to gain another convert, and only the initiated are granted access to Sacred Stone. The witch? Why, her cabin is only a short walk from here. Look, I'd always heard tell that she, the strange and silent keeper of Luculla, was a sorcerer herself. Though now I see that, if that were true, the Immaculates will be working with, not against her. As it stands, the conduit herself ordered that the witch be contained at all costs. I know not why, but any enemy to this band of demons is a friend to all else. Source Hunter, in the name of the innocent Immaculates, those unaware of the fanged head that leads them, I pray you will expose the truth. So many of us sought only spirit. We had no idea what we'd be asked to sacrifice in return.
Right. That's gonna be put on hold for now. This looks like a mine.
I can only hope this might be a magpie's nest.
here. Yep. Another repair hammer. From what I
In
can...
her holy
oh.
name, halt! You shall not tread upon this immaculate road! Has rot taken your ears? I say this is an immaculate road. Only those blessed with like sanction may pass here.
Okay, so this way isn't to the mines. So let's try going the other way.
The world is not immaculate as yet, friend. Be wary, be vigilant.
The world is not immaculate as yet, friend. Be wary, be vigilant.
Back where he started. Well, this isn't really a pleasant sight.
Poor man. Seems he was eaten by a beast.
Well, partially eaten, to be more precise.
Did you see that? The shadow just sprang to life.
Strange magic indeed. Perhaps we're nearing the White Witch's lair.
Ah, the Source Hunter. It is my greatest pleasure to announce to you that we Immaculates have captured the feared White Witch and quarantined her house of horrors. Yes, the greatest known threat to Rivellon has been neutralized, thanks in no small part to you, Source Hunter. Your activities in Sicil drove the snake to her den, and that's where we Immaculates sprang our trap. I am a proud Immaculate, sworn to use my summoner's expertise in service of the goddess's one way and the greater good. Ah, the High Counselor of Sicil. We mourned his tragic death. Yes, every Immaculate honors the memory of that noble man. Still, Source Hunter, I am sworn on my life to guard this quarantine. I serve a higher authority than yours, and will not waver in my duty.
Alright. Let's see if I can get this right. Not sure why it sometimes randomly switches to Scarlet when I play as my character. Let's start with Rock. Nice. And let's do Rock again. Nice. Will there be a third? Nope, no third. Let's do Paper this time. Nice. Once more. Nice.
If you're certain, I suppose I can trust the word of one of your esteemed order. Go on then, Source Hunter, but please tell no Immaculate I let you pass, or it will be my life.
Alright, let's save once again.
Something isn't right here. It could be an ambush.
I, son of chaos and eternal night, taught by the heavenly muse to venture down the darkest descent and up to reascend. Excuse us, we had something lodged in our windpipe. Oh, somehow we doubt that very much. Have you ever seen a dragon's pajamas? A rat in a Sunday hat? No, Source Hunter. We do believe this life hasn't finished surprising you. Not in the least. It's quite a lovely sort of barrier, isn't it? Who doesn't enjoy a gentle, breezy motion against one's backside after all? Then again, we suspect it's been hoisted up by some not-so-savoury characters, and we happen to know just how to remove it. The only trouble is finding the right sort of clever, sort of intrepid sort of person to entrust such a secret to. Here's what we propose. We've a fresh batch of 3 brain teasers hot off our thinking caps. Perhaps, if you can answer them correctly, we might find you spirited enough to entrust with the barrier's deepest, darkest secrets.
Hopefully I pass this.
But it isn't all fun and games. We hardly offer second chances to the beriddled. If you give us a single false answer, we'll clam up like morning glories at midnight. So, do you have what it takes?
Let's find out.
This is better news than the Orc Queen misplacing her thumbscrew. But enough delays. Let us begin. Your first riddle begins thus. The ravenous brute tore down my chartreuse gown, ripped out my silken hair by its roots, wrenched my children from me, and fed me to the hogs. Who am I?
Ear of corn?
An ear of corn.
I'll be damned if I trust the logic of a dead fool walking.
Yeah, sometimes your companion will be a naysayer and you gotta do this. Scissor? Nope. Let's do scissors again. Nope. Paper. Let's do skip and see what happens. Well.
Alright, we'll do it your way.
Ha! We knew we weren't to be bested. There's no riddler among us like a fungus. You were a kindly dunce, but we're afraid our gills are sealed nonetheless.
See what you got done, Scarlet. With your naysaying and all that.
I feel uneasy here. I better keep my weapon at the ready.
Alright, I'll come back here another time. So let's see if I can find the mine before having to end the stream for today. Or penny bun mushrooms. I can make healing potions out of those.
To think of all the clothes I left behind.
You there! Your night ship! Oh, please, come to our aid! My wife and I are stranded here. Oh, we're refugees, my liege. 2 of the far too few souls that managed to escape Hunter's Edge when the orcs invaded. We were hoping to reach Silverglen, but we were attacked by highwaymen. Those devils would have scalped and skewered us if it hadn't been for Alfie. Well, the brave creature bit one of them in half. though not before being frightfully wounded himself. Oh, it was naught but a small stop for trading folk along the long road south to Sicil. We got along all right, but now our little home's finally been undone. Orcs invaded, and the source hunter who was meant to protect us didn't save a one of us. Bravest beast of burden in the borough is Alfie, but the poor blighter's bleeding like a stuck pig and can't move no more, which means we can't move no more either. Why, it would be folly to abandon a bandit killer in a wood full of bandits now, wouldn't it, your knightship? Besides, all our worldly wealth is strapped to his back. We'd be destitute without it. And yet, we can hardly stay here forever. Silverglen is close enough to see the chimney fumes from here. Mara absolutely refuses to leave Alfie's side, and like I said, I'm inclined to agree with her. If only a stout champion would, step up and lend us a hand. Oh, we'd be mighty grateful if you would escort us to Silverglen, your knightship. For it is our aim to set up shop there. A new smithy in a new town. Without Alfie, though, without the tools he carries, I'd be like a fisherman without his rod, grasping for salmon with his bare hands. Never could I produce the quality of work for which I'm renowned. Our predicament is clear, and the biggest problem is that Alfie's wounds are so dire, no ordinary healing potion will work. He needs... well, I don't know what he needs, but they say miracle cures are produced by the priests of Silverglen. Oh, we are, my liege, though like I said, it would grieve us dearly to leave Alfie behind.
They're all shot. Indeed. He carries your belongings, after all.
Oh, I'm glad you've agreed Alfie needs to be saved before we can depart. Please leave no stone unturned in your search for a concoction that will heal his wounds.
Let's see if this can help him.
Oh, no, please. No! You're hurting him, Sir Knight. Oh, no wizard's tricks will cure poor Alfie.
It's any discernible flavor, really.
Okay, magic is out of the question. Maybe I can ask him to see what he needs after I discover the waypoint here again.
Oh, shit! I feel
a follower!
I'd better keep my weapon.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
You there! Oh, we're all bravest. Why, and yet, we've been without. Oh, we are, my liege.
Indeed.
I'm glad you've agreed, Alfie.
What was that? A bandit? Oh no.
Oh, you
It's
can't?
nothing but a squirrel. Oh God. Oh dear, my nerves are all shot.
Let's go. Before I talk to him, let's talk to Medora.
I knew that man coming.
Oh shit!
A fine
A follower.
blacksmith, Bjorn. It gladdens me more than you can imagine to see he and Mara escaped Hunter's Edge. But it's no wonder he blames me for what happened there.
A bandit? Oh no. It's nothing but a
Just got
squirrel.
another phone notification,
my
but
nerves are all
it's
shot.
not showing in the chat.
Well, it started like any other day, comrade. I told you before, and this much was true. Hunter's Edge was a quiet place. There hadn't been a peep from the Phantom Forest in nearly a century, and save the occasional drunken orc wandering in from the west, there was nothing for any of the townsfolk to fear. I was on patrol one sunny afternoon when I stumbled upon a pair of scrawny orcs building a fire. Bellowed at them to get, but they went for their swords instead. Well, I made short work of them, but I couldn't find their tribe insignia anywhere. What I did find was a deep red, apple-sized gemstone in one of their pockets. It was warm in my hand and seemed far too fine a treasure to belong to an orc. You and I both know that now, but then my senses were dulled by years of peace. I'd grown soft. I was foolish. I figured it to be an oversized ruby, and it was the worst misjudgment of my life, comrade. Their kind never did take a shine into such finery, so I assumed it had been stolen for its trading value. I pocketed the gem and planned on sending it up to Academy North for the Order to deal with. All was peaceful back at the village, all was quiet. If only I'd known then. If only I had paid attention, had seen the signs. Night had only just begun to fall when they surrounded us. It could only have been a few dozen, but they swarmed like hundreds. Those of us who resisted were immediately cut down. I watched the blood of innocent villagers spill into the streets. I saw their bodies hit the ground. People it was my job to protect, comrade. I made myself promise that night, comrade. Never again would I let another sign of source pass me by unnoticed. Never again would I fail in my sworn duty. It's a promise I intend to keep. Let's discuss it another time, comrade. It ain't easy for an old bear like me to greet these ghosts. For now, maybe we ought to soldier forward. Plenty to be done around these parts, eh? Ready to advance? Ready to defend?
Middle of Lucula Forest. Chances are I'll never open them again. No, we must remain vigilant.
Talk to Alfie.
Ooh, the pain. Demons take all bandits. I bit one of the buggers in two, and still he stabbed and stabbed before he finally croaked. I have no idea what I am really, only that I was caught in a snare when I was very little. Luckily, the hunter thought I didn't look quite appetizing enough to be eaten, and so he sold me to Mora. Bjorn didn't like the look of me at first, but when I grew strong, stronger than 5 stallions combined, I was suddenly promoted to carrier beast. Were that I was weak, for I loathed carrying things. Bless your heart merely to suggest it, my friend, but you'll need powerful magic indeed to cure this devilish gash. I've heard they dabble in healing rituals in Silverglen, which is, ironically, the very place we're unable to reach, us three. A bloodstone? Then it is in your power to heal me. Will you?
To think of all the clothes I left behind in Hunter's Edge. All the jewels and trinkets. Oh, hell, take the
That
arts.
would be the kind thing to do, yes.
My word. Well, this is marvellous. Nay, miraculous. Outlaws be damned. I am healed.
As powerful as it is sinister.
Into the fray once more.
Here we go.
To think of all the clothes.
What do you say, your knightship? Will you escort us to... He's right as rain again, is Alfie, and he has you to thank for it, my liege. A miracle worker is what you are. We are your knightship. With Alfie healed, we're raring to go. Right you are, Sir Knight. This is it, Mara. You and Alfie stick close together now. Onward, to Silverglen.
Oh, we're going this way, I guess. Not sure what it means when the fast travel marker glows like that. Looks like we might be going through this gate here.
Silverglen! I can see the watchtowers! We're almost there!
Should probably save just in case we run into some bandits or undead or something. Kind of like that. air, so step. Didn't know there were bandits behind us. Nice critical.
Away from me, fiend! Away!
Ah! Someone help me!
Okay, didn't expect a mage to be in the group.
Trying to escape?
Okay, let's first get out of the fire. Let's see about taking down the mage.
Save me! Oh, do save me!
Away from me, fiend! Away!
Let's put out the fire.
Rain nurtures our land.
Alright, the mage is taken care of. Now for the rest of these highwaymen.
Ah! Someone, help me, please!
Ah! Someone help me! Please!
Oh, that was a good critical. A few more of those would be nice.
Soaked to the skin!
Stand down before I put you down!
Let's is this one?
Try to withstand this wintry flash!
I don't even know why these two are in a fight,
Do save me!
since that's all they do.
Ah! Somebody help me! Please!
I missed. Okay, let's move over here.
Ah! Someone, help me, please!
Save me! Oh, do save me!
No way to get him that I know of. So let's move Scarlet over here and see if I can get him from behind.
Eternal
Got him.
silence awaits you.
Okay, all that's left is to take down that highwayman, and then we can proceed onwards.
Away from me, fiend! Away!
And there we go. And now to collect any loot they dropped.
More junk!
Let's save.
Beware of the lost ones out there, Wanderer. Their blood is impure.
Now's the time for action, your knightship, not words. Let's press on. Silver Glen! We did it! Oh, you did it! Oh, Mara, my love! Truly have we been delivered. You live, Alfie lives, and I do too. Oh, joyous hour. I still can't believe it. Silver Glen! What is to become of us here, I wonder? Oh, but I know, don't I? A blacksmith I was in Hunter's Edge, and a blacksmith I'll remain, for such is my one purpose in life. Aye, come what may, your knightship, I thank you for standing by me, by us, during our hour of need. I thank you.
Thought I could talk to Alfie again,
The
but I
world
guess
is
not.
not immaculate as yet, friend. Be wary. Be vigilant.
Back on my feet again.
Well, about finding the mines. Drunk goblin. Maybe I'm hitting the right way. Seem to be highly resistant to poison. No weaknesses. I missed. I need to move. Let's see how much damage I do. Not much, but I silenced it. Let's get out the poison and do the ricochet. Well, there he went. Now the question is, do I have any resurrection scrolls to revive him? Maybe someone else does. If not, then I may need to reload the save.
get your feet wet!
I prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
Almost took him down in one shot.
Alas, scare them away.
Behold the power of mages!
This will make it
Does Scarlet have any resurrection scrolls? No?
The glow of victory!
I'm dying.
Shock to the core!
The Seven, call me home.
She doesn't have a scroll of resurrection. Neither do I. Or Scarlet. Well, it seems like I'll need to reload the save.
Beware of the lost ones out there, Wanderer. Their blood is impure.
Silver Glen! What is to be...
Alright, let's save this time, so I don't need to do that every time. Speaking of which, I should probably call it a stream here, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, be sure to come follow me if you haven't already, and I'll be sure to make more. And also, come subscribe to my YouTube channel, which I'll put in the chat right here. And I make videos from Monday to Thursdays over on YouTube, and I stream on Wednesdays as well as on Saturdays and Sundays here on Twitch if I have the chance. So, stay home, stay safe, and until next time, later haters.